Now there are tons of special effects that you can put in to your liking. One of the most interesting effects you can add is color correction. So we're going to go to our toolbox and select in Add an effect to a video clip. And we have one that comes up, Cleaning Effects, Auto Color Correct. This effect works best when you're on a portion of the movie that is darker than the rest of the movie. If you click in Add New Effect for color correction, here's what happens. Now you can see the difference in the video. It's become much brighter, crisper, clearer. And you can do this to any portion in the movie you like. It really doesn't need to be done to the entire movie, and it'll slow down the rendering process. But it makes a big difference in portions of the movie that need it. Well, you can go on editing forever, but essentially this movie is ready for the customer, with the exception of a soundtrack. So I'm going to go back to the start of the movie, and I'm going to start the soundtrack right at the first frame of video. And I'm going to go up here and select the audio toolbox. And from there, we're going to look at our options, and I'm going to choose what they call Smart Sound, which will automatically add music. So I select that, and we go through our selection here. Let's see what Pop Dance is about. There's a one called On My Mind, and I'm going to preview it. I could live with that. So I'm going to add to movie. This is it down here. If I start the movie, this section of music will play through the title. Now the movie title has its own little announcement tune. I'm going to look for something to put into the overall movie now. I'm going to select New Age Easy, and this one called Underwater. It's lightweight music, what we used to call elevator music. Nothing fancy. This is sort of what it sounds like. And I'm going to stop the preview. I'll select the start of the actual movie, then add it in. And you can see it adds in for the length of the segment that I have right to the end of the movie. With that being done, this is what the beginning of my movie will now look and sound like. So if I head back to the opposite end of the movie, we'll be able to see what the end of the movie looks and sounds like as well. Well, this movie is pretty much ready to go. So now I'm going to go into my Make Movie function. And we'll have a close look at what my options are here. I can instruct this file to render and be put directly onto tape into the camcorder. I can create an AVI file and put it into the computer memory, just as I can an MPEG file and put it in the computer memory. I could stream it, I can share it, or I can compose a disk and have the disk burn on my computer. My choice in my work is to save it as an AVI file, because I can go back later and do further editing if I would like to do so. It's a big file, so it won't stay on my computer very long before I transfer it to an external memory. So I'm going to tell it to create an AVI file, and now it wants to know where I want to store it. So I'll pick my videos for now. And I'm going to store it as Fire 1 Edit 1. And you can see in my render window that the video is being rendered into an AVI file. You can see my progress fuel gauge down here as the save process goes on.